welcome back.
Okay, so right now we're going to be speaking with Erica M. And Erica M is the founder, creative director, and CEO of the YummyMummyClub. So if you're a parent like us, you are obviously familiar with YummyMummyClub because they have fantastic content that we really refer to on a daily basis.
We're sharing it on our Facebook all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being with us today, Erica.
I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you. We're really glad to have you here as well. So as mompreneurs ourselves, and we know that we have a lot of mompreneurs out there who watch our show, we want to start from the beginning and talk about how you came about creating YummyMummyClub and when you did this all.
So you know how they say that having children is like the impetus for so many of us to start our own businesses, and for me it was because I was drowning.
Yeah.
I was on TV for many years, and most of my friends did not have children. So when I had my son, I was 39 when I had my son, and I was like, what TF is this?
Right?
I say that every day.
Yeah.
I was completely depressed, crying all the time, boobs hanging out, not knowing what to do with them. Like, it was really stressful.
Well, it changes your universe, right?
Every single thing. And I was thinking, why is everyone looking at my son and saying, how's your baby? And I'm saying, how am I?
Right.
Yeah.
My baby is fine, I'm not. I thought, why is no one talking about this? So this was probably 12 years ago now. I started a TV show called Yummy Mummy, ran on Life Network, and it was picked up by Discovery Health and syndicated around the world.
That's amazing. But the way you say that, you're like, I started a TV show. So like, clearly you have like a really strong background in television, and it was, you know.
I was excited though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very exciting.
That's a big thing.
And it was powerful because I really felt like I had a message to tell moms that it's okay to not be perfect.
Yeah.
In fact, it's impossible to be perfect. And for anyone who is right now thinking, I'm not good enough, you'll never be good enough.
Right.
My daughter will never be good enough. I will never be good enough. There's always someone better than us at anything.
Yeah.
As long as our kids feel loved and we're healthy, we're good.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like the being good enough. Like, that's you're good enough, right?
You have to be good enough.
Yeah, it's true. The comparison out there, like everyone's constantly comparing themselves to others. Like it's like the thief of joy, right? Like,
You know,
But it's a problem.
It is a problem, and I think that we face it right now in social media. We have young children,
Absolutely.
and it, you know, like the Instagram filters and our lives being filtered through social media. I'm sure you faced it as well when you first had your baby.
No, I just lay it all out there. I went like, I feel like crap.
I
and I
love that.
cried all
That's-
the time because I thought, I can't be the only one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I really feel bad for any woman who feels like she needs to keep those insecurities inside. I think it's really important to talk about it.
Yeah.
Postpartum. This is
I
a
know.
huge problem.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're losing it,
yeah.
that is a physiological issue. That's your health. You need to talk about it. There's nothing embarrassing, there's nothing shameful. When you have a baby, your hormones go crazy.
Yeah.
It's like getting your period times 2 billion.
Totally.
Plus you're not sleeping properly, you're not eating properly, you're probably not showering, you're isolated.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
you're feeling nuts.
Yeah.
You're feeling crazy, and that's sadly normal.
Yes.
But you
But
also
also
need
sadly hidden.
Well, we're supposed to be so excited and overjoyed when we have a baby, right? It's like the happiest time of our lives, but it's the most difficult.
But who says that?
Well, I mean, society in general.
The men.
Well,
Aren't you
probably.
happy because you're a mom?
Yes, your life is complete.
You had
now.
your dream.
You have a
You
child
are at home. You
Now
got
go
your
live your
baby.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
You know what, Vanessa and I agree with you 100% because we both felt.
We both suffer from postpartum issues.
Right, just Vanessa had postpartum anxiety. I had severe postpartum depression, and when we brought that to fruition on our YouTube channel, the feedback and the reach out that we got from that was overwhelming. And moms saying, "I'm glad you're talking about it because it's like so taboo," and they feel guilty for saying, I'm not happy today.
Well, people feel embarrassed to admit any kind of mental health issue, but it's like, it's so common. It's more common, I think, probably to have some kind of a mental health issue after you have a child because of postpartum hormones than not to. Like
and
something.
just the stress
Yes,
of it.
and the lack of sleep can drive you crazy, like literally crazy. Yes, literally crazy.
So when I started YummyMummyClub.ca, so the website part, that was about a decade ago. It's about our 10th year right now. And I feel like we were groundbreaking because at that time not a lot of people were talking about it. There were still many more secrets, and I think today there's two camps. There are those of us who, in a way, overshare, and then there are those of us who over-glamorize. So the absolutely unfiltered, and then the absolutely unfiltered. And I'm concerned about the filtered because it sets an unrealistic standard. Like, I look at your Instagram and I feel like crap when I look at you, because you're both always so put together.
It's interesting though, because we feel like we're the other side.
Yeah,
like our aim, honestly, is to be more of the look at our page, because like we are not perfect.
Like our pictures are never like the perfect.
Like, we try not to be. So, but it's interesting. It's good to hear you say that, because you never know how people are perceiving you until they tell you, right?
But you are. See, it's okay to be gorgeous. It's okay to be put together, right? I think it's important for women to know that it's okay to take care of yourself.
Yes, totally.
It's okay to get babysitters, or leave the baby with a mother-in-law, or leave the baby with your husband, or leave the baby with your partner, or leave the baby with someone.
Yes.
And
that's a hard one for us.
And to do something for yourself, because you're not a martyr. You know, I had this term about 2 years after I started YMC, is that there are these mummy martyrs who go, oh my God, I could never leave my baby. I couldn't saddle my baby with someone else. I'm the only person who knows how to feed my baby.
And we admit to that this is hard. That's a hard one for us. Like, we've struggled with that.
Not healthy for your babies.
You know, it's not healthy for anybody.
If something were to happen
leave.
to you, and you couldn't be with your baby for a little while for whatever reason, your babies need to be comfortable with other people. They say it takes a village. There's a reason for that.
That's true.
So it's to take the pressure off of the moms, but also children need diversity in caretaking. They need to know how to navigate the world of different people speaking to them. Otherwise, you're going to raise little timid people who are afraid to be around a lot of different people.
We do talk about this a lot too, because we were both raised with a lot of adversity in our life as children. Like, both of us went through a lot. And our kids don't have that kind of adversity, because we shelter them so much because of what we saw. So I think that's something that we always struggle with and try to talk about to other moms, is like, how are our kids going to do in the world if we're not challenging them or giving them the adversity that we had? But how do we do it in a safe way? You know?
So I was thinking, but you know, when you exercise, I always have these weird metaphors. You know, when you exercise, and they say that in order to break, so in order to build muscles, you have to tear them. It gets stronger. If you don't give children an opportunity to face some sort of hardship, now that hardship doesn't have to be emotionally devastating, but at least give them the opportunity to feel a little bit of discomfort and then learn how to deal with it. How else are they going to prove themselves and feel strong and competent?
Totally.
We talked about this the other week in an episode where we said, you know, one of the tips with raising good children is allowing them to experience that and not going in and either saving them or, you know, comforting the feeling. But
don't save your children.
Yeah, here's the tip to deal with it next time.
But I feel like our generation of moms is doing that. Like, we are coddling them a lot.
It's moved from the helicopter mom to, they now call it the lawnmower mom, right? Where you're like lawn mowing the path for your child to follow. Like, you're doing everything for them.
So my daughter is 12. She was mad at me this morning. Oh, I slept in. No, actually my husband slept in, and he wakes me up. So he slept in. And so my daughter came out of bed and said, Mom, you didn't wake me up. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. She goes, it's all right, I'm already up. I was like, well, look at that.
Right.
She's capable. And because she was mad that I didn't wake her up, I said, I'll be right down to make breakfast. She goes, it's fine, I'll do it. She made her own breakfast. Well, look at that. Look who's capable.
Right.
So I don't think that we give our kids enough breadth to do things on their own. Because a parent's job is to teach their kids to be independent and face the world.
And eventually not need their parents.
Absolutely.
So they can survive, I know.
So I think that we do our kids and ourselves a great disservice, because a parent should not be doing this stuff for the kids. Don't do their homework. Don't even help with their homework. Help them a little bit, but here's a little thing. If you help them with your homework, if their homework, not your homework, they're smiling like I know. The teachers don't know what your kids don't know. So if they can't do their homework, then write a note to the teacher saying, Susie doesn't yet know how to do decimals. Just letting you know.
So for yourself as a mom, did you always feel like this train, like, did you always feel confident in your parenting in this way?
No,
like,
I don't feel confident at all.
But do you feel like it's taken time to get, so you've taken time to get to a place, because obviously, like, you seem like you're in a healthier state as far as parenting than we are, because we're still, like, freaking out about stuff.
So my daughter is 12, my son is 16.
So you've been through.
So I've been through a lot of it.
Yeah.
I also, my mom at Journey Woman on Twitter, and my mom's very awesome.
Yeah.
So she instilled a lot of strength into my sister and I, and she's there for me. And so I taught, and I also, I've been running an online parenting website for a decade.
Right.
Yeah.
There are huge benefits that come with it, which is I surround myself with some of the smartest women that I know who are very committed to raising independent, strong kids. So we talk about this stuff all the time. And I watch at Sharon DeVellis, who's our head writer. She's one of my role models, or Andrea Nair is an amazing parenting expert writer, and she and I talk a lot. So I pick up tips along the way. I go, I don't know how to do this. And I'm never afraid to ask for help from my friends.
And I think that's why we started this originally, was that we both were two moms. We were very similar in the way we parented, our morals and values.
But we were alone in our parenting.
And struggled.
Like, I don't have parents. We were in different situations, but...
Yeah, and then now we resort to the moms that we've made, connection with, and we ask them for parenting tips, or we ask them, how are you dealing with this, or do you face with these things? And that's changed us in the 3 years we've been doing this.
But I agree with you about the social media, as far as, like, Instagram and Facebook, and a lot of the moms, and, like, even ourselves, I guess we are guilty of it without knowing, can come across as being perfect or trying to look perfect, even though we're really trying to get a message out there of truthfulness and of, like, being a mother is difficult, and yes, we need to get away from our children more, but it's still early days for us, and we're trying to figure that out. And
I think everyone is, right?
It's
social media has been incredible in terms of your ability to find your people, to find your tribe, to create a tribe. But at the same time, there are all these sort of this illusion of
smoke and mirrors for totally.
And at YMC, because I'm the boss, and I sort of set the tone in many ways. Our new tagline is Motherhood Unfiltered.
Right.
It's really important for me that on our website we tell the truth, and I'm hoping that you're going to write a little bit about that for us as well, because this is a really important topic that particularly people like yourselves who are in the public eye and are perceived as glamorous and having it all together, to write about the other side that you do sometimes.
We do to a degree. Sometimes,
but sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't.
And that's real.
Yes.
And there are times when you're incredibly glamorous. You have a whole glam squad here to help you out today.
That's true.
You're lucky.
That's true.
I wish I had a glam squad. I'm going to do a TV show just so I can have a glam squad.
It's one day a month, though. But yeah, so we're fortunate. We get to film looking nice and feeling good. But like the rest of the 4 days a week are like sweats and ponies, and
also you work really hard.
We do.
So this doesn't just come to you. Like you're entrepreneurs and you made this happen. So you should be very proud of yourselves that you've built this team that's sitting around you so that you can tell these stories and look glamorous and get away from your kids and do something positive for women, for mothers.
But I think that messaging that you're really trying to push right now for like Yummy Mummy is so important, and we definitely want to be a part of that kind of a messaging as well. So yeah, gosh, I feel like we talked to you for a long time.
Well, to all our moms out there, because I think that moms and dads are going to find this so valuable and be like, where can I get more? You can follow Yummy Mummy on Facebook, on the website ymc.ca.
And thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye.